Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And thank you so much for stopping by. Today's content, we are going to dive into something that has awoken in the United States Congress, the United States House to be specific, because the Democrats are angling and trying to subvert the entire process through a specific procedure which circumvents the leadership of the House, all around pushing gun control. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below, and you guys need to be aware of this one because I have a feeling we're going to have to activate on this pretty soon. As I mentioned, everything will be linked in the description box below if you want to find out more. And if you are new or you're a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn the notification bell on. We need as many people as we can to get into the fold to spread this information out so we can get in front of it, stop it, and pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. And tonight's content is brought to us by a tactical pen from Atomic Bear. This bad boy is one of the coolest survival tactical pens I've seen. It deploys with a bolt action for the actual cartridge itself. It is made of weapons grade polymer. It has a glass breaker on the end. You've got almost everything you need in this pen, and it looks great and feels great, and it is something that is actually pleasant to not only write with, but also defend yourself. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. There's a 15% off discount code right in the description box down there, and thank you so much to Atomic Bear for making this content possible. But my brothers and sisters, we've got to dive into this because the Democrats are always afoot when it comes to gun control. Check out what they are scheming towards this time. Democrats eye new laws for gun reform after the Nashville terrible problem situation. You know what I'm talking about. Now, this came out yesterday from The Hill, okay? This is what Democrat lawmakers in the U.S. Congress are doing to circumvent the majority of the Republicans to push their gun control. They are zealots. But anyway, check this out. House Democrats are charging ahead with efforts to promote tougher gun control laws, eyeing plans to force votes on new firearm restrictions and hone a campaign message around the Republicans' all but certain inaction. Hone a campaign message. They are trying to make tragedy something they can take political advantage of. This is disgusting. But now that I've said that, and we've kind of painted exactly what's going on, let's keep going, because after all, it's about saving every life, right? Or is it about political capital? This is why I can't even go down that road. Let's continue, because in my opinion, this is gross. The Democrats' strategy remains a work in progress, as party leaders weigh options for maximizing the pressure on GOP leaders, who have long opposed new firearm restrictions and have no intention of bringing such proposals to the floor. Again, I would like to highlight something. Party leaders weigh options for maximizing the pressure on GOP leaders. Does this sound like looking for a solution, or does this sound like pushing your preferred political motives, utilizing the tragedy as your impetus? Again, disgusting. But let me show you what they're actually doing, because again, this is in the halls of the U.S. Congress. Many Democrats are already maneuvering to tap a procedural tool known as a discharge petition in a long-shot effort to force votes on high-profile gun reforms, like expanded background checks and an assault weapons ban over the objection of the majority party leadership. So they're going to try to override the majority party leadership, which would be, in this case, McCarthy and the Republicans, to force a vote on gun control measures. Just wait until I show you what David Cicilline and Jerry Nadler, the high-waisted fiend, are trying to put in here. Now, this is probably getting some thought. I don't know if they're going to do it. Stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed so we can let you know when they do it. But this is the angle they're going from. But here's what they want. Check this out. And some want to go even further by promoting a broader package of bills that would also advance red flag laws, curb ghost guns, ban high-capacity magazines, fight gun trafficking, and lengthen the review window for existing background checks, an idea that gained traction after 2015. So basically, all the extreme gun control measures they want to circumvent the House leadership, and they have to peel off Republicans to do it. This is where you and I come in a second. Like I said, I'm going to watch this like a hawk because there is no limit to their ambition on this. But let's have a moment to actually look what's actually truly the likely outcome here. This is what has to happen. From a practical legislative standpoint, the effort is unlikely to be effective. A discharge petition requires a simple House majority, 218 lawmakers to force bills to the floor, and even the most ardent gun reformers aren't optimistic they'll find the 5 Republicans willing to buck their leadership and sign on. So, at the end of the day, they have to come up with 5 Republicans to buck leadership to get the floor, actually the bills to the floor, these extreme bills, okay? If that happens, the House then has to vote on them. If they get out of the House, it goes directly to the Senate, and then Biden would sign it in a heartbeat if he could get an assault weapons ban, even through a procedural legislative process such as the discharge petition. There is a potential danger here. I'm not going to say it can't happen. I don't like what they're doing. They're absolutely standing on tragedy to make political hay and forward their political agendas. But this is what they're angling at as of right now. I have a funny feeling we're going to hear a lot more about this, so make sure you are subscribed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.